EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no run back on this. So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard gain.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Tackle made by K1 Short.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
At the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Prime time, baby.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 7-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Raiders 6.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And a Raider 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At his own 49.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down.
Carr now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Carr's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Corey Littleton on the tackle.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
On the handoff.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
35-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 3 tight ends to the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
1st down, Raiders.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Completes it to Jason Witten. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Second and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Panthers 31. Raiders 6.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we go for the circle round twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there. First down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the...
at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27-yard line. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully.
And now the rookie's free, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
48. Raiders 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And Anderson's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, Mariota. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long, and it's good.